Summoners, it is just what we predicted. Hinoka, everyone saw this coming, right? All right, there's a lot to go over, particularly the utility of this unit and Wings of Mercy 4. Let's just jump right in, though, and see what we have here. So, Thundering Wings. We have a fire legendary that gives res. Always a good stat to have. And we have some crazy stuff here with charge and debuffs and all sorts of ness. Is that a word? I don't know. So Fuji Rajan, wow, I've just completely lost. Yumi, the bow. Enables Canto 1, which is good. Accelerate special trigger. So we got Slang. You know what? We're going to skip right down to Wings of Mercy 4. Inflicts defense res -3, which is fantastic. On foe during combat, if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, and that ally's HP is less than 100%, unit can move to a space adjacent to that ally. That's already good. If an ally's HP is less than 60%, unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of that unit. So we're up from 50. We have the additional warping for units that don't have full health, and we have the defense res -3. All of this is fantastic. Is this worth foddering this unit to your favorite Wings of Mercy Gale Force team? I don't know. It depends on how rich you are in orbs right now, which most of us are not. Most of us are saving for summer. But I want to go over to this cheat sheet. Wings of Mercy is a really interesting thing that we can get. And if it were on an easier to get unit, I'd want you to put it on everything. But let's look at the skills. So Fuji, the Yumi bow. I don't know why I can't say that today. So we've got Slang, we've got the Canto, we've got attack speed +6, which is fantastic. The 20% of speed, true damage, offensive no follow-up. And if you have triangle advantage or your speed is greater than the foe speed, you get counter disrupt, which is fantastic. This is rally and cry. Speed defense res -5 on infantry, armored, and cavalry within 3 rows and columns. That is a mouthful and very valuable for your entire team. Units and allies within 2 spaces get special acceleration, and you get charge to unit and flyers within 2 spaces. That is really the headline here. So this unit gives charge to flyers, special acceleration, speed defense res -5 to a good swath of the map. This is in that supportive nuke realm, which is fantastic. And the other thing that's interesting is this really opens the door for flyer cav lines. The flyer line is a possibility now, which is interesting all on its own. Yeah, look out for that on defense because I'm curious what that will bring. They really are trying to increase movement here, and this unit is all about mobility with the Wings of Mercy, with the charge, with the debuffs. The only thing I question is the speed enough? And that is the thing you've got to worry about with this unit. Like, that's it. That's the question. Is the speed enough? And listen, I mean, we saw the speed on here, and we'll see it again. I didn't screenshot it because, let's see. Here we go. 46 speed is high. That's good. But if you think about what this unit is getting, it's 6 + 5 just through the weapon and the special. That's another 11. That's 57. You get 9 from the A skill. That's just not enough in today's meta. And that is the only knock on this unit is I really wanted more speed, which is crazy because that's a lot of speed. That is the only thing. If this unit is fast enough, I think this unit gets the job done. As far as Wings of Mercy, just to go back to that, it is just so premium to have to fodder a legendary unit, especially right now when they're so valuable as bonus units. And as you can see from this one, it's valuable as a utility knife and as a nuke. So I question the value and how much that is going to impact the meta. It's still really interesting, and I look forward to it when it's on a unit that's not a legendary. Please, IS. Please. They have a habit of locking skills that they feel are really valuable, so just watch out for that. Anyway, what else do we have to look here? We've seen this. There Hinoka is just smacking the crud out of a slow axe knight. Is this supposed to be Brave Hector, like, killer? If I'm looking at rolls for this unit, I mean, it's got to be hit and run, right? Or defense. The counter disrupt on defense is very, very nice. And there aren't a lot of saviors that have the kind of speed you need. But there are Omni tanks that have that kind of speed. And so Omni tanks are what's going right now. And this unit is not going to be able to outspeed, say, Lucia. That's just not going to happen. So Lucia is at the bottom end of the speedy saviors and is not going to get there. This unit is definitely not going to take out Brave Dimitri. As far as saviors, though, I mean, I think this unit will take out young Hector, or will put a very good dent in him such that he will not be very usable afterwards. Who else do we have in the reds there? Anankos is going to be too fast. Brave or Harmonic Tiki is, I mean, you aren't going to be able to counter back. So this unit is going to be able to hit Tiki hard, but still, what do you do with that? Like, this unit really is in an odd position, and I want to get this unit into the Sims. There's a lot of things we don't know. Let's go over the rankings, though, and look at just the units that you have to look from. Clearly, rank 1 is Nana, Ophelia, which is just fantastic fodder, and Hinoka. All three of those units are very good. Next up, we have Sita, who has, to be completely honest, fallen off a bit, and that's putting it lightly. Myrrh, whose value has jumped up, and then Alfred, whose lance is very good. And if you are giving out arcane lances, I'm a big fan of that. In greens, which I have ranked second, you have Robin, which is, honest to God, one of the best units in the game right now. I'm not even kidding. You have Sather, who is very good, and merges on a mythic they just don't seem to expire, which is weird. I'm not used to that in the land of Fae, but I think Sather is a very good investment. And then we have Dogger. I love Dogger. Dogger is good at absolutely max investment. At low investments, Dogger is tough. I've still got this ranked 2. I've got the blue ranked 3. You Alencia fans have it tough sledding if you're summoning for her. Alencia, I'm a huge fan of. Micaiah got a leg up from all of the infantry skills that you can inherit on her, sure, definitely. But is still not elite right now. And then you have Corrin, who is anything but elite. Attack speed scowl might improve that a bit, but right now she's in very, very big need of a refine. As far as these other numbers, I'm going to leave these up here because they're interesting. I'm not going to go over them. I'm going to put this in a file and send it to Twitter and Reddit, and I'll have it on the Discord as well. As far as the fire rankings, I've gone back and forth on this unit. So looking at Shez, and that's really the comparison here, I think this unit is definitely better than Eitri. Like, you know I love Eitri, but Eitri's getting on in years. And as far as how this unit compares to Shez, the thing is, Shez has one niche, but she is the tip top of the meta in that niche. and she kills things. There is a timeline where Shez falls off and Hinoka gets better just because of all the support. But for right now, Shez is a better unit, hands down. It's not close. It's somewhat close. but yeah, I've still got Shez over Hinoka. We'll get this unit into the Sims and we'll see how this unit performs. I want to do some playing, but I'm fairly certain I'm keeping Shez where she's at. All right, moving on. I went back and forth with putting this unit up against the supports or the nukes, and I wanted to put this unit in the nuke category because I think the way she's designed, she's supposed to be a better nuke than she is a support. The combination of the two is really nice, but put this unit up against like Robin, and I'd rather have Robin. The interesting thing is when you get into, would you rather have this unit or Legendary Ellawood? And my answer there is close, but I'd rather have Ellawood. But that's about the range. Here, though, because of the counter disrupt, I don't like her as much as the healers because the healers are doing so much for you right now. There are just some really interesting things that healers are doing. And particularly the flash from Elise is just too good. And so I've got her underneath that, and it is debatable whether this unit is better or worse than Lind. That's about the range. Like that's where I'm looking at her. But depending on when you ask me is whether that unit goes before or after. But that's what we're looking at nukes. Again, though, the value of this unit is the mix of the there's one big downside, and that's that you can't do guidance 4. And I just now thought of that, and that hurts me a little bit. But still, this is a good unit in about that range. Summoners, I don't have much else to say. I'm a little surprised by Hinoka in general. I think Wings of Mercy 4 is really interesting. I think the unit itself is there are a lot of fun things and a lot of unique things that this unit does, and I like unique units. So I like this unit. I am still trying to figure out where this unit fits in the meta. Stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date. Quick shout out to the members. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to support the show, you can do it that way, or you can do it with just a thumbs up. I am very appreciative of either. Take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon.